Confirmation has emerged regarding the extensive damage inflicted by a recent Russian Oreshnik hypersonic missile strike, signaling a significant escalation in the technological dimension of the ongoing conflict. Initial reports of a major impact have now been substantiated by satellite imagery and intelligence assessment, revealing the devastating effectiveness of this new class of weaponry. The target, a critical Ukrainian military logistic and command center located deep behind the front line, appears to have suffered catastrophic damage, raising serious concerns for Ukrainian military planners and their international partners. The successful use of the Oreshnik missile, a system reportedly equipped with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, demonstrates a formidable capability to bypass existing air and missile defense systems, leaving high-value assets vulnerable to sudden and overwhelming attacks. The strike's aftermath has been the subject of intense analysis. Imagery circulating from a variety of sources, including commercial satellite providers, shows a widespread area of destruction at the site of the impact. The primary target, a hardened underground bunker complex, shows clear evidence of multiple precise hits that appear to have penetrated deep into the structure before detonating. The destructive power is evident from the massive craters and the complete obliteration of surface, buildings, and infrastructure within the immediate vicinity. The scale of the damage suggests that the facility, which was believed to house senior military personnel and sophisticated command and control equipment, has been rendered completely inoperable. This loss represents a substantial blow to Ukraine's ability to coordinate its force in a key operational sector. Ukrainian officials have remained tight-lipped about the specifics of the attack, citing operational security. However, the sheer scales of the event has made it impossible to conceal entirely. Unofficial sources within the Ukrainian defense establishment have acknowledged a major missile impact, though they have not commented on the extent of the casualties or the specific nature of the assets lost. The public response has been one of grim acknowledgement, with calls for allies to provide more advanced air defense systems capable of countering such sophisticated threats. Secretary of Defense Peter Hegset's office at the Pentagon has issued a statement confirming they are aware of the reports and are in close consultations with their Ukrainian counterparts to assess the full impact of the strike. The event has undoubtedly sent shockwave through NATO capitals, prompting a renewed sense of urgency regarding the development of effective countermeasure against hypersonic weapons. The Oreshnik missile itself represents a leap in offensive military technology. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles that follow a predictable arc, hypersonic glide vehicles like the Oreshnik are capable of maneuvering at extreme speed within the atmosphere. This maneuverability, combined with their blistering velocity, makes them exceptionally difficult to track and intercept. Existing missile defense systems, such as the Patriot system supplied to Ukraine, are primarily designed to counter ballistic missiles and cruise missiles with more predictable flight paths. The Oreshnik ability to approach a target from an unexpected vector and at speed exceeding Mach 5 presents a challenge that current defensive technologies are ill-equipped to handle. This technological disparity on the battlefield is a source of growing concerns for the Trump administration and its national security team. The strategic implications of the successful Oreshnik strike are profound. For Russia, it is a powerful demonstration of its advanced military capabilities and serves as a stark warning to its adversary. The ability to hold any target, no matter how well defended, at risk of destruction has significant deterrent value. It complicates strategic calculations for Ukraine and its supporters, forcing them to reconsider the security of their rear echelon command posts, logistic hubs, and critical infrastructures. The psychological impact on Ukrainian military morale is also a significant factor, as the perceived invulnerability of such weapons can create a sense of helplessness. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard is expected to provide a comprehensive briefing to President Donald Trump on the weapon's capabilities and the intelligence failure that may have preceded the strike. From the American perspective, the event highlights the potential vulnerability. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has initiated diplomatic conversations with key allies to discuss a coordinated response to the growing hypersonic threat. The discussions are expected to focus on intelligence sharing, joint research and development of defensive technology, and a reassessment of strategic doctrine in light of these new realities. The strikes serve as a real-world demonstrations of a threat that has, until now, been largely theoretical for many Western military analysts. The need to accelerate the development and deployment of a new generation of space-based sensors and high-speed interceptors has become a top priority for the Department of Defense. The technical details of the Oreshnik system, as far as they are publicly known, are impressive. It is believed to be a two-stage solid propellant ballistic missile that launches a hypersonic glide vehicle. This vehicle then detaches and maneuvers toward its target, capable of carrying either a conventional or nuclear warhead. The recent strike is believed to have involved a conventional payload, but the destructive force was amplified by the kinetic energy of the impact itself. The precision of the strike, with multiple warheads apparently hitting a single hardened target, suggests a highly advanced guidance system that is resistant to electronic jamming. CIA Director John Ratcliffe's agency is working around the clock to gather more specific intelligence on the missile's design and performance characteristics. In the immediate term, Ukraine faces the difficult task of adapting its defensive posture. This will likely involve a greater dispersal of command and control functions to reduce the attractiveness of any single target. It may also necessitate moving critical assets to even deeper, more hardened facilities, although the effectiveness of this strategy is now in question. The pressure on Western partners to provide next-generation air defense systems will undoubtedly increase. However, such systems are themselves still in development and are not available in large numbers. This leaves Ukraine in a precarious position, forced to contend with a threat for which there is currently no reliable defense. The strike has also ignited a debate among military strategists about the future of warfare. The advent of operational hypersonic weapons threatened to upend the traditional offense-defense balance. For decades, the advantage has been shifting towards defensive systems, with advancements in radar, interceptor missiles, and electronic warfare making it increasingly difficult for offensive systems to penetrate defended airspace. The Oreshnik and similar weapon system threaten to reverse this trend, giving the attacker a significant advantage. This has implications not only for the conflict in Ukraine, but for global strategic stability as a whole. The proliferation of such technologies could lead to a new and more dangerous arms race, as nations scramble to develop their own hypersonic capabilities and the means to defend against them. The response from the United States will be multifaceted. Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent will be examining potential new economic sanctions aimed at disrupting Russia's high-tech defense industry, although the effectiveness of such measure in the short term is debatable. Attorney General Pam Bondi is likely to explore legal avenues to hold accountable any entities that may have illegally contributed to the development of this technology. Meanwhile, the focus of the Department of Defense will be squarely on the technological response. The Space Force will be tasked with enhancing satellite surveillance capabilities to provide earlier warning of hypersonic missile launch, while the Missile Defense Agency will accelerate its research into non-kinetic and directed energy weapons that may offer a more effective means of interceptions. The confirmation of the Oreshnik's destructive power marks a dark new chapter in the Ukraine's conflict. It is a clear demonstration that the technological sophistication of the weaponry being deployed is increasing with potentially devastating consequences. The strikes serve as a brutal reminder of the high stakes involved and the ever-present risk of escalation. As Ukraine grapples with the immediate aftermath of this attack, the wider international community is forced to confront the unsettling reality of a new era in military technology, one in which the speed of attack may outpace the ability to defend. The coming weeks and months will be critical in determining how Ukraine and its allies respond to this formidable new threat. The choice they make will have a lasting impact on the future of the conflict and the broader landscape of international security. The vulnerability exposed by the Oreshnik strike will demand a comprehensive and innovative response, pushing the boundaries of defense technology and reshaping strategic planning for years to come. Many of my listeners, like 70%, haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, and so many of you don't even know that you haven't subscribed, and that is actually what makes the show going. It's almost like you're making a donation to the show. So that's why I ask again and again, because it enables us to grow and grow and grow. And we're going for the long haul here. And listen, if this is your first time listening to World Global Conflict, you don't have to subscribe. You guys, your first one's on me. But if you have watched this show before, it's like you are a freeloader now. So all I would ask you is, if you have seen the show before and you like it, help me, help my team here. Hit that subscribe and like button now, and we will continue to build the show for you. That I swear. Thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. That's all for me for today. I will see you soon. Bye for now.